Back in October, the Patriots dominated their first matchup against the Bills. Can Buffalo avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago: 4 catches, 71 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
They'll run on first down. Watkins, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get it. Good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds his man. Complete. It's Miles. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone. And
the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots. It's 45-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They run the counter. It's Watkins, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On third down, Davenport. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, it's Carson. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Carson, the first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen finding Knox there, complete.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Antonio Gandy-Golden. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Watkins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chris Carson trotting back out there. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Like 22, he's coming. 22.
On 2nd down, it's Watkins, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. His throw incomplete. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 31 yards on the punt there. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The return man, Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. On play action, now Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll make it third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, he'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Watkins, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Watkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win.
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gap.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He's going to air one out. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Let's go,
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back now in Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen's throw is complete. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would. Allen hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but it led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down. It's Watkins, and he'll be well short of the first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miles. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a give right side. It's Spencer. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Basham able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back